What if I told you that the next 100 days could change the rest of your life? Not a new job, not a winning lottery ticket. Just 100 days of sacrifice. 100 days of discomfort. 100 days of deliberate pain. And in exchange, you get something that most people spend their entire lives chasing: glory. Not the kind of glory found on a stage or in flashing lights, but the quiet kind. The glory of self-respect, of unstoppable confidence, of knowing you took control of your life when most people chose excuses. You want greatness? Then buckle up, because it begins with pain. Pain is not the enemy. In fact, pain is the gatekeeper to every great thing you've ever wanted. The body you dream of, the discipline you admire, the mindset that refuses to quit. All of it lives behind pain. But here's the secret they don't teach in school: you don't need to be special. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect timing or connections. You need just one thing: a decision. A decision to endure 100 days of pure, focused effort. 100 days of pushing past comfort. 100 days of doing what needs to be done, even when it's the last thing you feel like doing. And that's where most people turn away, because they've been trained to chase comfort. They think pain is something to avoid. They forget that pain is what forges strength. That pain is what carves the path to glory. Look around you. How many people do you know who say they want change, but never do anything about it? They buy books but don't read them. They watch motivational videos but never take action. They talk big but live small. Be different. Make today day one. 100 days may seem long, but in the grand story of your life, it's a blink. Just over 3 months. One season. And yet, if you commit fully, it can redefine your identity. Why 100 days? Because it's long enough to transform your habits, but short enough to stay focused. It's a manageable window that forces you to be intentional. In 100 days, you can build momentum. In 100 days, you can break addictions. In 100 days, you can reshape your body, refocus your mind, and rewrite the narrative you've been stuck in for years. But only if you commit. That means no shortcuts, no excuses, no giving up when things get hard. Because they will get hard. You will wake up tired. You will face setbacks. You will have days where you question everything. That's the test. That's the pain. That's where growth is born. Here's the truth most people never grasp. Discomfort is your compass. If something feels difficult, unfamiliar, or uncomfortable, that's not a sign to stop. That's a sign you're headed in the right direction. Waking up early instead of sleeping in. Choosing a workout over the couch. Saying no to junk food, toxic friends, or negative habits. All of that stings at first. But every time you choose discomfort over ease, you build mental muscle. You grow resilience. You take another step toward the life most people only dream of. Success doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from leaning into it. Because on the other side of discomfort is discipline. And on the other side of discipline is power. So ask yourself this: what have you been avoiding? What goal have you pushed to the side because it feels too hard, too far, too painful? Is it getting in shape? Starting that business? Fixing your mindset? Rebuilding confidence? Whatever it is, bring it into focus. Because your 100-day transformation must start with clarity. You cannot hit a target you can't see. So define your mission. Write it down. Visualize it every single day. Let it burn into your mind. Then chase it with everything you've got. Let's flip the script for a moment. Because if 100 days of pain sounds like too much, ask yourself what the alternative is. The cost of inaction is invisible at first. You stay in your comfort zone. You avoid the gym. You ignore your goals. And nothing explodes. But slowly, you become someone you don't recognize. Your confidence fades. Your energy drops. Your dreams collect dust. And worst of all, you start to settle. You convince yourself that this is just the way things are, that greatness was never meant for you, that the pain of trying is worse than the pain of regret. But that's a lie. The pain of trying is temporary. The pain of regret lasts forever. So choose your pain wisely. Here's what your next 100 days will require. Discipline. To show up when it's inconvenient. Focus. To tune out distractions and stay locked in. Resilience. To get back up every time life knocks you down. Humility. To accept that you're starting from the bottom. And above all, belief. Belief that even if you failed before, even if you've wasted years, even if no one else sees your vision, you still have what it takes to win. So build a plan. Wake up with intention. Stack small wins daily. Track your progress. Adjust when needed. And never, ever stop. 100 days. That's all it takes to become someone new. What happens when you give 100 days everything you've got? You earn a new level of respect for yourself. You prove that you're not a victim of circumstances. You develop habits that carry far beyond the 100th day. You build confidence, not from compliments, but from action. You stand taller, speak clearer, move with purpose, because you know what you've endured, you know what you've built, and no one can take that from you. That's glory. That's what lives on. Not the medals or the likes or the applause, but the man or woman you become. The unshakable version of you who doesn't flinch under pressure, who doesn't hide when life gets hard, who doesn't quit just because the road is steep. You will not be the same person who started this journey. You will look back at day one and smile, because that version of you had no idea what was coming. No idea how strong you'd become. You don't need to wait for a Monday. You don't need the first of the month. You don't need a perfect plan or perfect conditions. You need a decision. Because the truth is, you're already paying a price every day. For every workout you skip, every opportunity you ignore, every bad habit you keep, you're paying with your future, with your potential, with your peace. Flip the script. Invest the next 100 days. Go all in. Not halfway. Not when you feel like it. All in. And when it hurts, remember, this pain is not punishment. It's preparation. You are being refined, not ruined. This is the season that will separate you. This is where your real story begins. 100 days. That's all it takes. 100 days of pain for a lifetime of glory. Glory in the way you show up. Glory in the way you lead. Glory in the way you live. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Let the world keep sleeping. Let the others keep talking. Let the doubters keep doubting. You're too busy becoming. And when day 100 arrives, you won't need to speak. Because your results will say everything. Start now. Earn your glory. One painful, powerful day at a time.